Three for the Money is brought to you by the Trend Center app. This is the best tool for sports betting research. Okay. On the Trend Center app, you can test betting systems from the past 20 years, explore thousands of existing trends and systems from the top betting experts. Choose from hundreds of filters to test different systems for each sport. Save these trends and get notified when these systems have games. Download the app for free using the link in our description and get a free 2-week premium trial using the code TFTM. The normal free trial is 3 days. Kind of a big deal. Upgrade your sports betting research today. Okay, let's get into the show. Three for the Money, new episodes every Thursday. It is week 16. Christmas is this week, and I hate that I said 16. It's very sad, even though it's Christmas, very, very much looked forward to. And there's football. There's 3 Christmas games. So that is something to be thankful for on this week because we're going to move on from last week because I did awful. I ended up going 3-8-1. Pretty bad. Probably, I think that's my worst week on the show this season. Yeah, we're gonna move on. I didn't win a single bet Sunday until Sunday Night Football, and I won 2 on both my Sunday Night Football bets. So, whatever. Chris, how did you do?
I mean, I guess I did a little bit better. I went 6-7-1, so fine. Nothing to write home about. After I think I went 1-4 in the noon slate on Sunday, and that one was my Surefire, which won by half a point. So I was at like 3 o'clock. I was like, why am I even doing this, man? And then I won both 3 o'clocks, and then Sunday night I split, and then Monday night was whatever. But yeah, not great, but not terrible. So ready to bounce back. Let's get into it. First though, Sean, how did you do?
I think we all had just pretty bad weeks. I went 5-7. Saturday absolutely ate me alive.
Oh yeah,
is just
awful.
I thought I went 0-3 first off, but I completely missed the end of the Colts game where that went over somehow. So thank God, but I did double down on the Broncos against the Lions because I talked you guys into it. I had a buddy that watched the show and got him on it, and I doubled down, and yeah, poor choice. But honestly, Sunday wasn't much better. I won 4 out of the let's see, 5 or 4. No. I won. Sorry.
Hold on. That's really good.
2, 3, 4, 5. So I won 4 of the 9 that I had on Sunday. And then Eagles just brought it home and just shit on the rest of my week. So not a great week. So I'm starting to doubt myself a little bit. We're not quite at the Costanza stage, but we may be getting close.
Yeah, it's not Costanza yet for me. It wasn't that feeling of I have everything wrong. It wasn't like that. I don't know how else to explain it. Maybe it was just like this was an off week. I think when I'm talking Costanza, it's like 2 or 3 weeks of consistent losing. Mm-hmm. And then it's time to switch it up. But
yeah, well, I did that too, so
well, okay. Well.
Well, then maybe.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row where I've been just kind of meh.
Hmm.
Where
Well,
if I would have switched all my picks, I would have had a better record. So
well, Mez not like that's not terrible. It's not like you're not about to lose the house or anything.
no, but
Like I'm saying, 5-7 is not time to question everything. That happens.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I know.
Yep.
I started off
It's
so hot.
yeah.
So
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Well, anyway, it is week 16. Let's get into it. There's Saturday games, there's multiple Monday games. Let's start with Bengals at Steelers. Both of these teams starting backup QBs. Whoever comes out of the AFC is just going to be the healthiest team. Right now, I just see this matchup, and I I don't know how someone takes the Steelers. Well, I guess I do because they're dogs at home, and it's a divisional game. But right now, it just seems that the Bengals are humming. It doesn't. They don't give me like the team of destiny vibes. But they are finding a way to win these games by you know not a lot, which is why I like the Bengals here. I like the -1.5. I don't feel confident at all in the Steelers to be able to do anything. But Steelers are 7-7 right now. They could split the last couple weeks, end up going 500, or maybe this is the tie game where they go exactly 500 and split the next two. I don't know. Could be crazy. Could be a crazy thing that happens. But I'm going Bengals here. I just think their skill positions are way too good, and they can kind of overcome this backup quarterback situation. And I mean, Jake Browning, like he's shown that he can play. He's made the dumb backup quarterback plays these past 2 weeks. Like he's thrown interceptions. So and he's shown that he can overcome them. So I'm gonna take the Bengals here. Chris, what do you think?
Well, you said, like you just said, the Steelers and Bengals both playing backup quarterbacks. Steelers down to their third string because they're rolling with Rudolph this week. I'm taking under.
God.
Yeah, I'm taking
Gross.
I'm taking under
But on
37.
but
Yeah,
Rudolph on Christmas?
What's Saturday? But I see what you're
Chris
saying.
that's even
Chris
more of a Rudolph day. It's Christmas Eve.
No,
Oh shit!
Sunday is Sunday is
Oh,
Christmas
it
Eve.
is. Oh, okay. My days all
Yeah.
mixed up. Okay, doesn't matter because I'm taking the under. uh, third string quarterback and backup quarterback. Steelers play really good defense at home. And Jake Browning, he did something on Sunday or Saturday, whenever they played, that made me nervous. He came over after he was playing pretty well, and he like spiked his helmet, looked into the camera, and was like, "That's why they shouldn't have fucking cut me," referring to the Vikings cutting him. So he's gonna suck this week if we know anything about the NFL. Anytime a backup quarterback who's not really that good starts talking shit, they're gonna suck. So also no Jamar Chase this week. So
Ooh.
Bengals Steelers under 37.
Ooh.
This game's gonna blow. It's gonna be disgusting, and I mean, just like every Steelers home game, I think it's just gonna be gross. So give me under 37. Sean, what are we thinking?
I don't know anymore.
Oh.
I have this like well thought out little paragraph that I wrote to keep my thoughts in line because sometimes I ramble. And now what you just said is just thrown out the window because you are making 100% excellent points. Um, I don't know.
Go ahead and read it for the class.
Yeah, read it verbatim.
Okay.
No, don't.
I'll summarize it, but actually, I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna read this.
Give us the cliff notes.
Steelers are bad. Bengals are hot. No reason to think the Steelers can suddenly figure it out.
That's fair.
Well said.
But in the spirit of Christmas, with Rudolph starting as the starting quarterback, it's only money, and you can't take it with you. Steelers +2. Let's go.
I mean, I don't. That's a
I
perfect
don't hate
reason.
that. That is
That's a
sound
gambler's
logic.
reason if I've ever heard.
Are you gonna bet against Rudolph on Christmas? They made a whole movie about it, a whole
2
TV
days.
special.
2 days before Christmas.
I don't care. I don't care.
I was the one that pointed out. I thought it was
It is
Christmas
Christmas
Eve.
time. It is Christmas time. Everybody's off work and they are watching football. It is Christmas time. And if you bet against Rudolph on Christmas, he's going to he'll show you. He'll show you never bet against Rudolph.
Is this on like this isn't like a primetime game, is it? It's a day game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it's like the
It's like
middle of the day.
It's like the first Saturday game.
Okay. So I mean, so it's I can't wait for those graphics of like putting a red nose on Mason Rudolph. That's just gonna be so side-splittingly funny.
I hope he comes out of the tunnel with a red nose. That'd be awesome.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. All right. Steelers +2. Pure Christmas bet. Don't go against Christmas. That's all I gotta say.
Don't go against Christmas. Okay. Next Saturday game. Quick transition. Bills at the Chargers. Chargers playing Easton Stick. Horrendously bad on last week. Was that Thursday?
Yep.
Yeah, that was horrible. Bills hot. Super white lava hot. They essentially have to win out, and they still could win that division. This is, I think they need the Dolphins to lose.
They do.
Yeah.
No,
can-
because they
they
played the Dolphins last week of the season.
No, if the Dolphins beat the Cowboys, the Dolphins will clinch the East.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
I looked into it.
But like how? I'm not saying like how do you know this? I'm saying like what are the tiebreaker scenarios? Because I feel like the Bills
Hold
already
on.
beat them, so I'm just confused how that.
Hold on.
I think, well, the Bills lost to the Patriots and the Jets once
Oh,
each
okay.
already.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah. So, but it's in
Okay.
LA. Chargers are home dogs by 12.5. That line is correct. I think we can all say that is correct. Might be too small. I'm going to be honest. I think the Bills could definitely destroy them. If there's a team that can be destroyed again, it's the Chargers. But I am staying away from that spread. I am taking under 43.5 because both of these teams, the Bills and the Chargers, in their last 10 games are 2-8 on the over. So I'm taking the under. Yeah. I'm taking under 43.5. Let's go. John, what do you think?
Well, I'm gonna sound crazy, but Bills coming off of a blowout victory against the Cowboys. Chargers coming off a blowout loss. Bills are going to win this game. They're going to win this game. But you never know what's going to happen with an interim head coach. And being an 11.5-point underdog at home, facing an opponent that is coming from the other side of the country. The Bills have yet to cover a spread this season that is larger than 10, and they were home favorites when they were favored by more than 10. Um, I don't feel as bad betting on this Chargers team now that Staley is gone. Uh, I knew exactly what we were gonna get with that. If Staley was still running this team, I'd be hammering the Bills all day. But interim head coach, Bills just want to get out with a dub and get home in time for Christmas. They're not going to play around. They're not going to show off. I think the Chargers cover this large spread. As bad as Easton Stick is, and as bad as the Chargers are, I will be taking the Chargers plus 11.5. Chris, are you in agreement or no?
I love that. I love everything you just said. I couldn't have said it better myself. This is a just plug your nose game and just like this is probably gonna be a backdoor cover, honestly. But I think the Chargers, that team, they fucking hated Brandon Staley.
Yeah.
As soon as they went down by like 2 touchdowns against Vegas on Thursday, they were like, okay, we're done. Like, I don't care anymore. Now that dumbass is gone, I think these guys are going to get up for this game. They're not going to win, but I think they'll put up a fight. So, yeah, Chargers plus 12.5. I just dropped my pit, and that's what that was. But, yeah, Chargers plus 12.5. I agree. Short week also for the Bills. They just want to get in, get out, get in, get the dub, get out. They don't care about laying it on anyone.
Excellent.
Yes. I think
Excellent.
that the interim head coach thing plays into my pick as well. I think the defense is definitely going to get up to for this game. So I think they'll definitely play better than giving up 63 to the Raiders. But yeah,
That was something, man.
that was crazy. We watched it. And we turned it off at like
Oh, I
after the
watched it.
first quarter.
I watched every second of it. It was just fun. It's fun to watch like not good team. I don't want to say bad teams because the Raiders I don't think are a bad team, but like very not good teams just have fun. Like the Raiders are fun to watch. They're just kind of boys out there balling out, and it's fun to watch. And Antonio Pierce was like, "Fuck it," no, like they like some guy missed a tackle when the Chargers had like 1st and 10 at like the 12. They didn't even score. The guy tackled him at like the 4, but somebody missed a tackle, and Pierce was chewing his ass out. They were by like 3, 4 touchdowns at that point. It was hilarious. I was like, this guy wants to score 80.
Yeah, definitely. Um, all right, next game, Sunday games, Lions at the Vikings. Vikings are home dogs by 3. I don't know who's starting for the Vikings. Probably Nick Mullen again. Um,
Probably.
he did okay against the Bengals. I mean, they almost won, I guess. But yes, Chris, what is your pick for this game?
I mean, I took the Vikings last week and got almost like a painful push because they did everything in their power to win that game and they just kept fucking it up. Nick Mullins is terrible. He might have had one of the worst interceptions I've ever seen in that game. Where did you guys see it? He was being tackled and then was just like, "Here you go," to the
Yeah. Yeah.
defensive end. It was
Yeah.
so funny.
Like I I get maybe what he was trying to do, like throw it away, but
It's
like
so grounding.
it's still grounding. I'm not sure what his thought process was there. Yeah, he was just like, there you go. And the
It
guy
was
was like, thanks. Like
the guy was also
Thanks,
like
buddy.
on the ground, so he was like, "Oh, okay,
he just like sacked him.
yeah." He's like, "All
Like
right, I have the football now." So
he got a sack and interception in the same play. Has
I've
that ever
never seen
happened before?
I'd never seen anything like that. So there's no way in hell I could put money on that guy. I'm
No.
taking Lions minus 3.5. Lions just shit pump the Broncos, so I think they're kind of getting their groove back. I think the Lions they take this one. The Vikings are done. they were a nice story, but they're done. So it's the
Mhm.
Lions all day for me.
Mhm.
Sean, what are you taking?
I'm most likely going to take the over also, but I just found some great numbers today that persuaded me to take this as well. And this just may be on my card for the remainder of the season. And we all know the Lions struggle outdoors because they are scared of bugs and the other elements of the outside world, but they rock when they play inside. Did you know they are averaging 32 points per game in their nine indoor games this season?
I did not know that.
No.
That's crazy. And they've put up 26 points in 7 of those 9. And I think Minnesota has a decent defense, but it definitely has its faults. Uh I think they rank like 23rd on third down and 22nd in opponent passer rating. They struggle. They don't have any linebackers or cornerbacks, which the Lions, with their dual threat of running backs that just carve up opponents like Thanksgiving ham, um, they just in a stud wide receiver in Amon-Ra St. Brown. Uh, I expect this Lions team total to soar. To soar. So I'm taking the Lions team total over 25.5.
Okay.
Will, what you
I'm,
got? Oh, Chris, sorry.
I'm taking that as well. That was
Word.
an excellent pitch.
It's what I
Okay.
do.
25 and a half?
25.5.
All right.
Sick. I'm taking the Lions. There's nothing in my brain that tells me to take the Vikings in this spot right now. Last week my brain was wrong most of the time, but we're taking the Lions. They're definitely the better team here. I think with last week when we took the Broncos that the Lions got back like a corner or a defensive player from injury, and he made all the difference. I don't know who it was, but I heard about it. So I'm rocking with the Lions -3 here. I think this is almost a layup, but I don't know. I don't want to say that. I don't want to jinx it, but I don't know. Anyway, next game of the week. Probably because it's the Cowboy game. It's the Cowboys at the Dolphins. Dolphins are favored by 1.5 points currently. It is Wednesday as we're recording. This seems like a sort of loser leaves town type of game. Not necessarily leaves town, but the loser is definitely a fraud in this.
Fraud bowl.
Yes. Whoever loses this game is definitely a fraud, and whoever wins is less of a fraud. I think.
Whoever wins will lose in the second round of the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Yeah, most likely. Um, Cowboys just got shit pumped last week by the Bills, and I mean the Dolphins. Who have they like really beaten?
Nobody.
The Chiefs in Germany.
They lost.
Oh, they lost. Never mind.
Yeah.
They have beaten not a soul.
Yeah.
They've just shit pumped all the bad teams. That's
Who have
it.
they beaten?
Nobody. I can't think of a single like legitimately good team they beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I
So
think the Jets are probably their best win,
Like a month ago?
and last
When
week. But
Oh yeah, and last week. Well, like
granted,
that's
they beat the shit out of them, but still, like
well, their
who else
best
did they?
win was against the Broncos.
Oh yeah. I guess that's
uh,
true. Yeah, and that was like fucking like Labor Day. Like that was so long
Yeah, it was
ago.
so long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fraud Bowl, we'll see. But this has the potential to be a really good game, I think. Sean, what are you taking in this matchup?
Well, I want to run through my thought process for picking this. Um, Cowboys are terrible on the road. They're 10-4. They've lost all 4 on the road. All 4 of them. Miami is pretty good. Is pretty great at home. 6-1 record at home. Only loss is to the Titans on Monday Night Football.
Suck
Yeah, suck it. But 2 East divisional leading teams going head to head. One off a blowout loss and one off a blowout win. The Dolphins can clinch the AFC East if they win, and the Cowboys can remain where they are, which they honestly need to. It's hard to really point out who wants it more, and I'm not saying that like neither of these teams don't want to win, but I think it's just a really important game for both these teams. And I think they keep it tight and close. And this is going to sound super lame because on paper, this game should rock. But I am going under here. Neither of these teams have covered an over of 51 or higher in their last 10. I think it just makes sense. And if I'm wrong, if this goes over, I won't be mad. Honestly, you can't be mad at like a good game. So if you bet on an under of a game that rocks and it goes under, it's like cool. But if it's actually like a awesome game, it's like all right, pretty worth it. Pretty worth the however much I put on it, unless you're putting bans on shit. But we're not putting bans on anything, so yeah, under 50. Well, no, under 51.5. Will, what you got?
I didn't feel comfortable either way taking the total. I understand your thought process with taking that under. Definitely for sure. I think the Cowboys are less fraudulent.
I would
And
agree.
It just the way that they win their games is quite convincingly. I can't remember off the top of my head what if they've had a close win. I don't know. I can't remember. Um, it feels like all the wins they
Seattle.
have are.
Seahawks.
When was
That
that?
was
It was like 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
their only one though.
yeah. I remember that.
I would say yeah, that's their only one.
So I think that the Cowboys are less fraudulent. They're dogs by 1.5 points. I might as well just take the money line here. I mean, both of these teams really need it. But I think that the Cowboys kind of need it a little more. I feel like the NFC is a lot more competitive than the AFC. Um, Dolphins could lose this game and still end up winning the division. So I'm taking the Cowboys here. Chris, what do you think?
So all year, my philosophy is take the Cowboys at home against bad teams, fade them on the road against good teams. However, that's changing this week. Cowboys money line all damn day.
Adding it.
Yeah, I have no faith in the Dolphins. Their defense has been terrible against good teams. They've played 3 good teams, I believe, this year. The Eagles, the Chiefs, and the Bills. Eagles put up 31, Bills put up 48. Chiefs scored 3 touchdowns in the first half. I do not believe in this defense whatsoever. I know Cowboys on the road, it's whatever. It's Miami. This is not like a hostile environment they're going into. There's going to be a lot of Cowboys fans at this game.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
the Cowboys are going to win this game. I think they could win this game by a touchdown. It's also a prove it game. They saw the Eagles lose in pretty embarrassing fashion on Monday Night Football. They smell blood in the water. They know they need dubs, and I think they're going to get one here. I think they're going to win this one easily. So Cowboys money line easy.
Hell yes. All right, next game, Monday Night Football. This is the last Monday game. Ravens at the Niners. Niners are favored by 5.5 here. This game has the potential to rock. It also kind of proves if the Ravens can end up winning this game, they're real. It's at the point now if anyone beats the Niners up until a couple weeks ago when they got healthy, then they're real. But that hasn't happened yet. So it's pretty up in the air how this game's going to go. I think the Ravens are probably the healthiest team to come out of the AFC right now. The Chiefs are still pretty healthy, but they do have Kadarius Toney, and I hate him.
That subtracts a player.
Yeah. He might as well just be a regular guy. So what do we who wants to go first? I don't want to go first.
I'll go first.
Chris.
Okay.
You want me to go first, Chris?
Go for it.
Okay. Well, it's 1 seed versus 1 seed. Super Bowl preview? Perhaps?
I hope so.
I kind of do too.
Cool.
This would be a cool Super Bowl. If not, I think this is still the game of the season as it stands. And on Christmas Day, what a miracle. This is a Christmas miracle. Who needs a white Christmas? We got this. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I didn't know where you're going to go with that. So.
Like snow?
I know that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
When he was like,
Chill
who needs
out.
a white Christmas? I was like, okay. I was like, what other color is he going to say?
A purple Christmas. He's taking the Ravens.
That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome.
But both teams are super white lava hot. For the same reason I'm taking the Chargers, I'm taking the Niners here. Interestingly enough, the 49ers are 5-1 at home, and the Ravens are 5-1 on the road. But until someone stops them, it's hard not to bet on the Niners. They are 10-0 with 9 double-digit wins when Trent Williams and Deebo Samuel are healthy. Ravens off a short week and traveling across the country. I can see this stat going 11-0. 49ers -5. Chris.
Like we've just said, potential Super Bowl preview, Christmas Day. This game rocks. I want it to rock. Give me the over. Let's have some fucking fun.
I will join you in that.
Yeah. I know it's prime time. I don't care. Let's have some fun.
I do not care either.
That Ravens-Jags game should have gone over. The Jags left at least 13 points on the field.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 missed field goals and fumbling, and then fucking up at the end of the half, like with that god awful clock management. So the Ravens defense is not very good. The Jags, if they could finish the drive, would have actually exposed them. So, and both these teams can score. The Niners defense is good, not great. They're great, but they're not like otherworldly. Like teams can score. The Seahawks scored on them. Teams can score on them. So give me 47, over 47. Let's have some fun on Christmas night. Will, what are you taking?
Purely a system play under 46.5.
Mm-hmm.
But if this game rocks,
it's Christmas. Will.
It's Christmas. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, it's Christmas, and
have some fun.
It's gonna be like 17-14, isn't it? Damn it.
Have some fun. It's Christmas.
I'm having fun. I'm gonna bet it, but I'm also gonna watch it and hope for a good
Nobody
game.
has ever had fun betting an under. Nobody has ever had fun betting an over or an under.
Will's a sicko. He loves that shit.
I like winning bets. I
I
like
like
winning
having
bets.
fun.
You can have fun. I'm gonna win some bets. But I mean, either way that this goes over under, I think this game could definitely be awesome. Definite Super Bowl preview vibes if both of those teams get there. Um, okay. Well, that's the slate. Um, now let's go into our surefire picks of the week. I guess I'll go ahead and start off. It's the New England Patriots at the Broncos. Under 34.5. This game is going to end probably 3-0. I have zero faith in either of these teams scoring any points. I think they're both defenses are competent. I think they're competent. They can stop the ball here and there. I think that the New England offense is opportunistic. But I think that the Broncos defense is a lot better than what the New England offense can do. I'm taking under 34.5. This is a trend center play, system play, Sunday Night Football, primetime unders since 2018 are 162, 111, and 4.
I'm surprised 111 of those games have gone over, if I'm being honest. It's like every game goes under.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know when the real tide turned, when like the overwhelming majority of Monday night games were started going under, but
Feels like it's been like the last 2 or 3 years.
yeah, this stat is just since 2018.
Well,
I guess I could put in a more recent one, but whatever. Under 34.5. Trend center play. Thank you to the great folks. Chris, how about you go? How about you give me your surefire pick of the week?
happy to, Will. Much like you, I'm also rocking with our folks over at Trend Center with a little stat. First of all, surefire pick, Lions minus 3.5. Since 2019, when the Lions have won their previous game by 6 or more points, the next game they're 11-1 against the spread. They beat the living hell out of the Broncos easily by 6 points or more. So yeah, Lions minus 3.5. That stat was just the cherry on top. I was going to take this either way. Just for every reason I said earlier, the Vikings stink. Their season's done. The Lions are humming again. So yeah, Lions minus 3.5. Let's make some money. Sean, what is your surefire double unit guaranteed not to lose bet of the week?
Okay. I may have the stinkiest game of the year. It is the Arizona Cardinals versus the Chicago Bears in Chicago in late December on Christmas Eve.
God.
I know.
You should be institutionalized if you're watching this game.
I'm probably not gonna watch this game. But yeah, get to the nut house if you're watching this game. But I am rocking with the Arizona Cardinals +4. Let me tell you why. Kyler Murray, who we all hate, but we can't go against this stat.
Okay.
He is 15-5-1 against the spread in his career as an underdog on the road.
Adding it.
If that wasn't enough, okay, well,
I know.
let me finish.
I'm just trying to be funny.
I implore you to download the Trend Center app using the code TMF. What's our code? 3, 4.
TFTM.
TFTM. Yep. Download the Trend Center app using our code and look at the 11 plays in favor of the Cardinals. all in favor of the Cardinals, not a single one against the Bears. If that doesn't scream surefire pick, I don't know what does. I've got this stat. I've got our friends at Trend Center. And unfortunately, well, not fortunately, because I'm really rooting for him this week, but we've got Kyler Murray, our savior.
Yay.
This will
Little
probably be
guy.
some backdoor cover bullshit, but win's a win. Take it as you will. Arizona Cardinals +4. Lock it in. Double unit.
Hell yes.
Only thing that makes me nervous about this game, both teams are fighting for a draft position.
Uh-huh.
Do either one really want to win this one?
Oh, good point. I didn't really.
I mean, I feel like if neither team wants to win, then we'll probably get a close game. So,
Mm-hmm. And players don't tank.
players don't know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm taking Cardinals either way because that was a phenomenal stat you read, but this is almost the definition of a toilet bowl.
Let me.
Yes.
So
Almost.
okay, are the So interestingly enough, the Bears have not been mathematically eliminated from playoff contention as of yet.
God. In the hunt, baby.
In the hunt.
That's
hilarious. I think they might want to win this game.
Sure.
But, good teams don't win games. Great teams cover them. So
damn straight.
Cardinals +4.
Love it.
Hell yes. Okay, well that's our surefire picks. Let's go into the rest of our cards. Sean, you tell me the rest of your card.
Okay, hold on. I was not prepared.
Oh. Do you want me to go?
But I will. Oh, I'm good now.
Okay.
I have the Indianapolis Colts money line against the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta. Colts are hot. I don't think Arthur Smith knows which players to start at this point. I think he's very confused. He doesn't know what to do with a bad roster. And the Colts just keep rolling out the same guys every week. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
God, the Falcons just stink.
I know.
They're so bad.
And guess what? The Colts are dogs in this one. So take it while you can. As soon as you see this, just go ahead and bet Colts money line. I also have the Manders Jets under 37. Feel like I don't need to really go into that one much. This is, as I'm looking at ESPN and the matchups, this is by far the lowest ticket price you can get into this Christmas Eve. I also have Jags money line against the Bucks. I mean, Baker looked pretty good in Lambeau, but the Jags need a win. Jags need to stay on top of the AFC South and just keep riding and hope that the Colts and the Texans can drop one. I also have the Raiders Chiefs over 41. This is like, I don't know, just these games get weird. This is a divisional game. I want to bet the under, but this is one of those games that early Christmas Day, like, let's just ball out. Let's just ball out. And Aiden O'Connell is still, trying to show off. Chiefs 10-point favorites. Don't love that, but we're rocking with the over on that one. And to round it all out, 3:30 Christmas Day, Giants Eagles under 42.5. I think the Eagles are kind of not really feeling it. They're not. It just I don't know, just under
Just sliding.
42 and a half. Yeah, I just under 42 and a half. I don't really have anything else, but that's just about it. Will, what you got?
Okay. Before I get into my picks, I did see an interesting graphic on Instagram earlier today about the Commanders and Jets game. The Jets have the 32nd ranked offense, and the Commanders have the 32nd ranked defense. So this is a stoppable force against a movable object. Is that
Immovable?
Immovable.
no? This is the opposite of that.
Oh, it's a
yeah,
stop.
yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a
This is a stoppable force
Okay.
meeting a movable object.
That's good.
Okay.
I saw that today.
Okay. I'm with you now.
So I wasn't
was
sure
like-
whether to take the over or the under in that game. So
This is just a pure trend center system play of just the under 37. Take it. If there's a total that's 37 or lower, just take it. It's bound to hit at some point.
for sure. Okay, get into my picks. I'm gonna add Cardinals +4. Very convincing stat. I'm also gonna take the Browns -2.5 against the Texans. Flacco's back. Flacco is elite. And who started for the Texans again?
Casey Keenum.
Yeah, Case Keenum. He can't have two good games in a row, and he didn't even play that good. So, and the Browns, they're hot right now. Joe Flacco, he's gonna have 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be this game is gonna be low key awesome.
Is
Yeah.
Is Deshaun Watson washed? Is he done?
He had a
Is he-
season-ending injury, but
I know, but is he like a respectable starting quarterback moving forward?
No, but he's going to
no.
play because they're giving him $200 million.
That's such a Browns move. I love it.
Haslam, what an idiot. Hate to see it.
Hate to see it.
Two just great guys, Haslam and Watson, just really respectable members of the community. Gosh.
I hope he's
Anyway.
still not trying to buy the Nashville Predators.
He already did.
Oh shit.
Yeah. He's already I think he's very close to being majority. I think he buy pieces of it for each year or something.
I completely missed that somehow.
Yeah.
That is not okay.
Nope.
Yeah. But
I do not like that at all.
I'll just let him ruin another one of my favorite teams. It's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah, well. Okay, moving on. I am going against Sean here, and I'm going to take the Bucks -1.5. It's very true the Jags do need to win this game, but the Bucks are hot. They're the frisky team. They're when they make the play, because they're going to win the division. When they make the playoffs, yeah, they're gonna.
It depends on tomorrow. Depends on tomorrow or today with the Saints, Rams.
Rams going to dominate that.
They are, but
the Saints are atrocious.
it still depends.
No, you're right.
You're right. I think that the Bucks are going to win the division. Baker's hot right now. They're humming. They're going to be the team that no one wants to play. They're going to be the frisky team. They're not going to be the team that no one wants to play. They're going to be the frisky team. That either wins a game in the playoffs or puts up a big ass fight. Jags are sliding right now. They're sliding right now. And this is a perfect spot for the Jags to slide and for the Colts to get one more notch. Because I think that would be hilarious. That's chaos, and I love chaos. So that's my card. That's what I got.
I will say, just since you're going against me and we're having a friendly debate here. The Jags have been sliding.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know. I don't. They've been sliding. They
Yeah.
gotta even out at some point.
Eh,
And
they're hitting the
what and what
trends.
what better opponent than an opponent from the NFC South to do it against?
I mean, we are
I'm just
forgetting
saying.
this is the Jacksonville Jaguars, like
Yeah, you're right.
synonymous with suck. So
Enough said. Enough said.
Yeah, that's my card. Chris, what do you got?
All right, we'll start out with a fun one. Browns -2.5. Joe Flacco, baby. I'm going to say a sentence that might not have ever been said in human history. The Cleveland Browns are fun. This
Yeah,
They're a
team
fun
is
team.
fun.
I don't think anybody's ever said that.
I don't either. Joe Flacco and the Cleveland Browns are a fun football team. So yeah, Browns -2.5 all day. CJ Stroud still got a little knocked up in the head. So Browns -2.5. Then followed up with the stinky one. Patriots +6.5 against the Denver Broncos. I agree with you, Will. I think it's going to be a very low scoring game. So that favors the under, especially when it's almost a touchdown. I think the Broncos, they're kind of falling back into the pre-winning streak form. So Patriots do have a good defense. Give me +6.5. Fading you, Sean. Falcons money line. This line makes no sense. Why are the Falcons favored? Like in a
It's at home.
NFL game. So I mean, kind of goes into my point. They are very good at home. Um, this line makes no sense. That's why I'm taking it. And also, Taylor Heineke's back. So give me Falcons money line. Raiders +10, just because Chiefs with a big number. Chiefs win this game by 7. And then we'll round it out. Buccaneers money line against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence still in concussion protocol, so they might be rolling with Chase Beathard. So,
Who?
yep, exactly.
That one guy.
I think that's his first name, Chase. His last name's Beathard.
I thought it was CJ.
I think they signed someone named CJ.
Well, that's the Jacksonville Jaguars for you. You don't know who the fuck is on
I
their
thought,
team.
yeah. So I know who's starting quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's Baker fucking Mayfield.
It's CJ Beathard.
CJ Chase.
Yep.
Maybe the C stands for Chase.
Maybe.
It probably doesn't. But give me Bucks money line all day. They are hot, and the Jags, like we just said, Jags are sliding. Potentially no Trevor Lawrence. So Buccaneers money line, and then, like I said, added Lions team total over 25.5. Cards +4.5, and that's the card. Let's make some money.
Hell yes. Hopefully this week will be a lot better than last week. For me personally.
For all of us.
For all of us, actually, you
Yeah.
know, we could always be better. Nobody's gone undefeated and won all their bets, except for me that one time this year in college football, but that wasn't on the show, so
Doesn't count.
it doesn't count. I lost it all anyway. Okay. We have anything? Have any hot takes?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Maybe. Hold on. Let's see something.
Sean's cooking.
Yeah, I'm cooking.
He's a take machine.
All right. Let's go NFC. Okay. Out of these wild card teams, who do you think actually makes it in? Who have not been eliminated from playoff contention? Not counting divisional winners. The Vikings, the Rams, the Seahawks, the Saints, the Falcons, the Panthers, the Giants, or the Bears? Who do you think makes it into the 6 and 7 slot? Which two teams do you think makes it into the 6 and 7 slot of the playoff picture for the NFC?
Well, it sure shit ain't the Panthers.
Interestingly enough, I didn't say
Did,
the Panthers.
did you not? I thought you
No.
did.
I'm pretty
I
sure
said
you did.
Packers.
I
Oh.
think you said Panthers.
I said Panthers. Roll the
I
tape.
think you
Uh,
what? Or Packers. If you said Packers, I don't think that. Probably either the Rams or the Seahawks.
yeah, those teams are pretty hot right now, actually.
Yeah.
So Vikings currently sitting at 6 are out.
What's the rest of it? Don't they still have to play the Lions twice?
Yeah,
That'll probably hurt.
they do have to play the Lions twice.
That'll probably hurt. Assuming they lose both those games. They are at 6. I just think bad quarterback. I think they'll fall off.
Matthew Stafford is playing really, really well.
The Rams and Seahawks can both make it, correct?
They can.
Yeah, I think the Rams and Seahawks both make it.
I like
Packers
that.
are a fringe out. I think they'll be right there. I think the Packers will.
Yeah, Packers are. They're really close. Surprisingly, the Falcons are ahead of them in the standings, but
that is bonkers to me.
Well, just out of head-to-head win percentage, that's what it came down to. Like it's literally like just like the last thing they can measure. So it is kind of surprising, but I think the AFC has a little more questionability to it. Out of the remaining teams that have not been eliminated from the playoffs is the Bengals, the Colts, the Texans, the Bills, the Steelers, the Broncos, the Raiders, or the Chargers.
I think that the Broncos have the ability to make the playoffs. I just don't think they will.
I would say you're correct.
Yeah.
Are the Jags leading the South right now?
Yep. But Indy and
by how many games?
They are completely tied. All three teams besides the Titans are 8-6.
That makes me sad.
Yeah. So Jags could miss the playoffs.
I got a feeling the Colts might win that division. If I'm being honest,
I'm kind of feeling that too. Like,
I mean, especially if Lawrence doesn't play this week, and Stroud, I don't know if it's been 100% confirmed, but definitely doesn't look like he's going to play.
Well, it's crazy that Lawrence goes out, Stroud goes out, Anthony Richardson's been out since like week 5.
Yeah,
and
that helps honestly.
Get
Minshew reps.
Yeah.
Of course, it doesn't help the Colts that Michael Pittman was decapitated last week.
That's
true.
Yeah, that was gross.
that was
dude
ridiculous.
Hit a clothesline.
You said that guy got suspended. I forget his name
for the rest of the season.
Yeah, because he's been fined like 6 times already for like that kind of shit. Just terrible hits.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
All right. Let's say the Colts win the division, right?
Yeah.
Buffalo is sitting two spots out of the playoff picture. Do they get in?
I think the Bills can win that division.
I think they get in, at least.
I think
it's very possible that they'll win the division.
I mean, the Dolphins have 2 games on them.
But I think they're going to lose this week, the Dolphins. And then I don't know what their other game is, but then they play each other the last game. The Bills have a pretty easy schedule, if my memory serves me correctly. Yeah, because they have a cupcake. They have the Chargers. They're going to win that one. I think the Bills will beat them in Week 18. So yeah, I think the Bills win that division.
Ooh, You might be right because obviously the Dolphins play Dallas, then
Mhm.
they go to Baltimore,
Oh
play
yeah,
the
that's right.
Ravens,
Yeah, they're losing
and
that one.
on New Year's Eve. Oh, what a gift! Oh my gosh, bless
New
these
Year's
schedule
gift.
makers. Bless these schedule makers. And then January 7th in Buffalo.
Bills will win that game by
Oh,
2 touchdowns.
yeah. It's a cold game.
They
Interesting.
beat them by like 30 in Miami. So
All right. Well,
I think the
if
Bills are winning that division.
if that's the case, then I would probably say the Dolphins definitely still get in.
Oh yeah.
Bills and Dolphins are both in.
Mhm.
And Indy's still in. If the Browns remain hot, they can kick Jacksonville out.
And they have head to head on Jacksonville.
Yep. And I don't know. I think Cincy could make a playoff run, or not a run, but they could get in. Yeah. So
I can see that.
I love this time of year.
It's the best.
It's the best, but the worst because it's just so it's almost over. But also just like all the analytics and the stats
all
and
the things that need to
numbers
happen
and
for
all
things
the
that need to
things.
happen.
Yeah.
Yes, I love this shit. I love
We
it.
still have like a month and a half of NFL though. So it's not like there's only like 2 more games. Like we
I
still
know.
have a month and a half until the Super Bowl.
But we're getting to the point where it's
we
like,
are. And
hey,
I mean, yeah, it's going to feel like in 2 seconds that it's going to be the Super Bowl, which that's also awesome. But
yeah,
every game from here on is like every big game matters. So
yeah.
it's not like, I guess this Sunday night is an outlier because we got the Broncos and the fucking Patriots. But I think, is that Sunday night? Yeah. So
Yeah.
other than that, every big game matters.
Jesus Christ, what are we doing?
Yeah, I don't know how that hasn't been flexed yet.
Could be. All right. Well, let's wrap it up. Okay. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Really helps us out. Check out the link in our bio for a free 2-week premium trial on Trend Center. Best tool for gambling research. It helped me triple my bankroll over the summer betting on baseball. I kind of can't wait for baseball to come back just because. What?
That's a weird thing to say in December.
Yeah,
For
but
someone
just to
who's
like
definitely
Yeah,
not a baseball fan.
Yeah, we just got out of it, Will. Like,
yeah, but
yeah, it was like 2 months ago.
these stats are great.
We just escaped from it.
I don't think I'd ever hear Will say, "I can't wait for baseball." In December, no less.
Almost
I need to make my
January.
bankroll back. That's what I need to. That's what I'm doing.
Sure.
But
Sure.
that is the only reason. But yes, follow us on everything. Link is in the bio. Check out Trend Center. Great tool. Yeah. Okay. We'll see y'all next week. There's 3 of us. Now let's make some money.
All right.